Yes, you surely can. You may need a specific permit to buy only if the property is located in some strategic areas, no, like near military objects or similar. However, in the vast majority of cases, foreigners follow exactly the same procedure as locals. One thing to take into account as a foreigner that you must need to get a NIA number first before you buy. And you need to register that number as a taxpayer in the Spanish tax office. So to get it, non-residents need to go either to the Spanish consulate in your place of residence or to the immigration police in Spain. And you will need to bring the proof of reservation or the down payment of the property. What we see frequently in our practice is that the purchase process in Spain is different from other countries, especially English speaking. In most cases, the process starts by the buyer making the offer of purchase or signing the reservation contract. The buyer typically makes at this stage a small deposit to guarantee the purchase so the seller can take the property out of the market. It is normally around a couple of €1,000 or so. Then the buyer has some time to carry out the due diligence process, which means studying carefully all the legal documents of the property and visiting it with an architect or a technical professional. It is highly recommended to do this step with the Spanish professionals like real estate lawyers or architects. This way, you can make sure to reduce the risks and extra costs of when you become the owner later. And if all is fine with the due diligence, then it is time to make the down payment contract, or arras as it is called in Spain. And at this stage, you would make a 10% payment to the seller of the purchase price. And then what happens that if you change your mind of following with the procedure, you lose this amount. Or if the seller changes his mind or her mind, then they need to return this amount double. And then finally, the last step is to sign the purchase deed in front of a notary public and then register the ownership in the property registry. And this is normally done by the same notary office where you sign the purchase. Yeah, the cost combine usually different concepts. No, you have the purchase taxes, the notary and property registry fees, and there are also some agency fees and commissions. And if, of course, if you work with a lawyer or architect, there are fees as well. The taxes, which is the highest cost in this process, depend on the region where the property is located, the property price, and whether the property is a new build or second hand. On the average, they would typically vary between 6 to 11% of the purchase price, more or less. No? And the notary fees and registry fees would typically be around like maybe a couple of €1,000. And of course, the higher the purchase price, the more this amount. And the agency commissions are usually paid by the seller, but some agencies may charge the commission on the buyer as well. No? But they always must tell you in advance how much they charge the buyer if they charge anything. There are quite a few things to take into account. As a foreigner, as mentioned before, no, you must have your NIA number and your tax registration. And also, you will need to have a Spanish bank account to make the final payment in front of a notary. The Spanish banks will require proof of origin of funds. So you need to bear in mind that there may be some delays when you are going to transfer your funds to Spain from your country. And of course, you need to make sure you have all the legal documents and tax documents to prove the origin of funds. In terms of document of the property check, it again depends whether it is a new build or the second-hand home. No? If it is a newly built home, it is best to check it with an architect so you can make sure that the final result is exactly as it is on the advertisement, no? And that the license and materials are correct. For the second-hand homes, you need to check the main document, which is the property registry extract. No, it's like a sort of property passport. And there you can see who the owners are, how many square meters it has, the description of the property, etc. No? As well as all the registered burdens like mortgages, embargoes, leases, etc. And then there are many more documents to look at, no, such as cadastral extract, land tax receipt, certificate of fitness of the property and the building where the property is located, energy efficiency certificate, construction licenses, etc. It's really challenging to make sure that you avoid all pitfalls. No? Typical risk cases occur when the owner is not registered as such on the property registry. So, what we recommend to do in such cases is to wait until the owner registers his title on in the property registry. Then there may be some old mortgages that are paid but still appear as a burden in the property in the registry because neither the owner nor the bank cleared the records on time. No, so what you can do in such cases is insist that the owner deals with the cancellation before you sign the purchase, or you can withhold a small amount of money to guarantee that it is going to be cancelled. And then if the property that you are buying is a villa, you need to make sure that it is built on land where the construction is allowed. Because if it is not, then the town hall can issue an order to knock down the property. And then in Spain, there are plenty of beautiful old buildings. However, all of them require to undergo through the periodical technical inspections of buildings to make sure they are up to date and safe. And all the owners need to contribute to such reparations if any of those are needed. No? So you need to have an understanding of what such potential reparations can be and what would their cost be. So you know how much it would cost to you to be the owner of this property. It is always a very good idea to work with professionals, with independent professionals, both lawyers and architects that are not have that don't have direct interest in the sale. So you can have this peace of mind that your interests are well protected, no, by independent professionals, and also that you have a good understanding of the costs, both of the purchase and then of owning that property. Another thing, that it happens sometimes that the realtors pressure you to sign the deed as soon as possible, but such pressure may lead you to take decisions in a rush and miss some important points. No, so we recommend always to take your time and perhaps sleep on it before you commit to any significant investment. Yeah, in our firm, we have been working for many years with foreigners that they are willing to buy properties in Spain, in all areas of Spain, no, in all regions. And we offer a comprehensive services that include reviewing and like preparing and drafting all types of real estate contracts, and also doing the complete legal due diligence of the property. And of course, we can assist with the notary signature as well. No? And we can work, if you cannot be in Spain at the moment of signing, we can assist you through a power of attorney. And our clients come from really old areas of the world, but mostly from English speaking countries. And we have members of our team that speak English, Russian, well, of course, Spanish and Catalan, Swedish, French, yeah, basically these languages. And of course, if you need any assistance, we will be very happy to help.